So here it is, 9:07 at night. We got this all right. It runs when we want it to run. When I push the right buttons, we can drag it around. You know what we can do with it. We can do this. We can click under it when it's like that, and we can stop it, and it'll start going from 13 again, just because it's better that way, in my opinion. We still don't have a way to exit out of this thing, and we don't have the little taskbar icons, but that's what we're going to do right now. All right, so I made an icon file using something. Let me bring it up. Let me bring this up. How do we get the file path? File path. Okay, that's good enough. And that's not good enough. File. Open. All right. This is good. All right, let me get this file path here. And then let me put that file path here. And let me get this out of the way. And let's do this. So I figured out a way how to make icons using what was it? Photoshop, all right? And it's kind of a pain, all right? You got to do all kinds of that's not what I wanted. Anyway, you got to do all kinds of stuff to get it to this point. That's not what I wanted right there. Open with, where's Photoshop? Oh, I'm so mad. Oh, there it is. Just once. Anyway, let's zoom in too. No, this should be good. I don't know why it's got that black background, but it does. Anyway, whatever. Yeah, so it was kind of a pain to get it to this part. So if you want me to make a video on how to get, because this is going to be the icon file we're going to use right here. And all of these are inside of this. It's a whole thing. I can make a video on it if you want. Let me know in the comments. That being said, so we've got an icon file. Also, we're not going to be using Gemini Pro. It only gives us like 10. It really literally only gives us like 10 for like 24 hours. So we're not using that. That being said, what we're going to do with this is we're going to go and make a brand new Gemini. And we're going to say we've got this convo on Flash on 2.5 Pro, on 2.5 Pro. We just made an icon file full of different size icons. What do we do now? All right, so let's grab this. Let's do a Control A, come over here, Control V. That's not it. Control A, Control C, Control V over here. Let's make sure everything's good. This is the last question. Let's make sure we get this part too. For some reason, it didn't bring it in there. That's not it. Let's just go all the way down. Let's make sure to get the response to that right here and add it to it. All right. And let's see what it says. All right. So add the icon to our project's resource file. So the Visual Studio has a resource file to manage the assets. All right. So we got the resource file right here. Right. All right. Create the resource file. We have that. Add new item and select resource file RC. Give it a name like app. We've already got a resource file. All right. Okay. Open this. And it should open the resource view window. Can we open that? Can we add? Okay, we have the resource files folder in the project folders already. All right, let's make sure of that though. Open folder. No, we don't. It's in header files? No. Resource files. Okay. Let's see. Add. Resource. Ah, there we go. All right. So now that we did this, get this out of here. Open the app. Okay. It should open the resource view. Okay. Let's say that's that. Right click on the app and select add resource. Okay. In the add resource dialog, select the icon and import it. All right. So let's go find it. Icon. Okay. Import. All right. So now let's go get it from here. Ew. Ew. Icon files. Here. Open. Okay. So there's that. Let's go back over here because I don't want to look at that. Colors. We don't need that. Okay. So we have that. With the icon now part of our project's resources, we can update our C++ code to use it. We need to modify the winMain function in main.cpp to set the icon. Okay. So we'll use the load icon in classic. Okay. This is all great and what Steven Seagal. That's wild. Anyway, I don't care about any of this. What we're going to do is we're going to copy this and we're going to bring it over to this one. Okay. Okay, so here's from another convo. We put the icon file in the resource files. Don't code. Give a suggestion. Give a suggestion on how we should proceed. Let's see if it works. All right. All right, we added it. Yeah. Okay, let's read what it says. It's Sunday. I'm not really in a mood for reading, but we got to do that anyway. So here's a breakdown of how we should proceed. Add the icon to our, we did that. In Visual Studio, resource view, blah, 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 blah. Navigate to the timer, blah, blah, blah. Okay, update the main set. Okay. Okay, let me grab this. Here's the main.cpp we've got right now. Let's update it with the icon. All right, there's that. So we're going to include the resource. Awesome. Resource.h. Oh, there it is right there. Let's look at it. Window.h. Okay, why doesn't the resource.h open? Do we need to make it? All right, let's go look. Let's just grab it. We're vibe coding here. What am I talking about? We're way past that point. All right. Can we run it, or is it going to give us a problem? I did see an error. Look, we got an error right there. All right, let's get this out of here, and let's see what the error is. Let's grab that, close this, drop this. And see what it says. All right. So yeah, this is like a 27-minute time skip compressed to like 16 seconds. But in the end, we had to go to Claude to figure this thing out. Check. Icon folder. We should see it listed there. Right click the project, properties. Go to configuration properties, C++ general. Make sure your project additional. Huh? Properties. Configuration properties. General. Whoa, 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 whoa. General. Okay. Make sure our project directory is in the additional included directories. What does that mean? Oh. Oh. Project directory. Project directory. What's that? Gotta be this, right? Ah, man, finally. Okay. Where's this? Okay, which one are we using right now? Okay, Claude figured it out. It was this. All right. Oh, because Claude said it was like that. The error went away though, but the error's gone. The error's gone. Yeah. It was like, Claude wasn't right. Whatever. Man, what a pain. Man, this is going to be hard to edit. So much mumbling. Anyway, that's the end of that for now. It's 42 minutes, and this is going to be such a pain to edit. Anyway, so there's that, and we'll see you next time.